Well, they want to bring it all back. The Showmaker Lucian is coming in. He wants to guarantee Prio early. Travel
he can
quite
get
a distance.
to the back line, yeah. But
she
then
can travel
she
quite a
might die there.
But every single aspect of Frederick Brion's composition works together so seamlessly.
An R5 Aatrox. So, welcome back. Very much enjoyed the R5 Aatrox. He's only ever been picked fifth. To recall here, Stockdom on the bottom side is now Canyon's going to get the Umbral Dash and actually flashes in, but Bertle wasn't on the same page.
Oh man, that is a huge overextension to actually lose Flash this early like that. Now Umpty's over here.
Plays alongside Umpty is once again Showmaker diving onto Lava. Gets over the wall, but thankfully there is a wall there. And Lava is going to be able to outrange the culling this time around.
Umpty's here.
In he goes. Flash is available for Showmaker. Doesn't have to use it. He relentlessly pursues his way out.
Unfortunately, the problem with Viego lockdown on the mobile champions.
Yeah, well, here's the World Ender. Bertle finds the backflip as Morgan has been lit on fire. Can he find it? The perfect execution's going to come out and Morgan flashes.
He's about to start getting his spikes online.
Well, good stun onto Kellen. Takes a lot of damage here as Lava feels like he has enough. There's the flash. The quickness was there, and that is going to be first blood. Going over to Umpty. Another fight on the top side of the map as the backflip comes in. Perfect execution is not quite perfect enough. And Bertle's down to 100 health. And Damwon, they just moved themselves into the river here, bottom side, and they're looking to grab two neutral objectives, one after the other.
Morgan has Flash, and he's here, and he's ready to fight. This is going to be such a difficult fight for Damwon Kia to take, but they need to get this early control over this game. Great pace is so important.
Yeah, Lava does not have his... Okay, never mind. Package unrequired because the Drake is just going to get smoked by Umpty. Well, now Lava is going to be wary of the positioning of Showmaker, and man, Fred and Brion are not playing into any of these baits. As I say that, I may have just cast a curse the heck out of him. There is Showmaker, but immediately Delight's going to dive on top of him. So much damage comes through as the Solar Flare goes down. The Ignite is sticking though. Goodbye Showmaker. 2 kills to Fred Brion. Kellen might be going down as well as Umpty. Going to get stunned up, but the red buff or the challenging smite are going to lock down the kill. Ulti comes through from Canyon, who's trying to help out, and Bertle with the perfect execution is good, but the world is going to end for him. Morgan's going to pick up that kill, and now Henna chasing down for more. Infernal Chains are going to get broken, and now Doctorm is Zeri. He's very scary, and they're looking to try and dive underneath this turret. Extendo beam not going to connect. And Fred and Brion, I think they might be safe, but I tell a lie. Doctorm is still fighting this one out. As Henna, he doesn't get his feathers in the right place, and Morgan still has to keep umbrally dashing away.
This is a really big trade up for Damwon Kia because they will get the crash and the turret here. And this is really important because Henna is now going to be forced away from so much farm that he needs so desperately.
I think it still wins in the late game, right? Because we've seen skirmishes so powerful as Morgan. He's going to get locked down by the Solar Flare. He's now trying to fight this one out, but it is not going to work. It's whether what we were talking about Damwon Kia's comp, whether that can actually come to fruition, right? Whether they can get the executes as Solar Flare immediately comes in. Great Captain Jack there from Henna. As Damwon Kia at the moment have control of this river, these rockets need to land from Lava if they want to get this.
Yeah, he needs to start hitting these, and he's got a big front line to chew through in this Volibear, in this Leona. And time is working against Fred Brion in this fight, because the longer Duckdom can actually charge up here and the closer he can get to a big ult, it's going to be massive.
Yeah, these rockets, that one landing on a Kellen was a great one. Can they actually lock this down? Canyon says, absolutely not! And he secures the Drake. Damwon Kia now looking for the fight as well as Umpty's going down extremely low. Showmaker grabs that kill as Lava locks down and halves the fight. Gets the kill onto Showmaker here, but Henna has just been destroyed by Doctorm, and this could just be Zeri Gaming, and it is. He just jet set radios over the wall, and Delight is not delighted in that situation whatsoever. Lava will survive, but he will be the only one allowed to.
Morgan has kind of dropped the ball in some of these fights as well, just not able to really have any impact here as Doctorm wants to get Lava. He's got Extendo, but he won't actually link it together there with the turret.
Yeah, well, that one's going to land. That one did a lot of damage. A gentle reminder that Corki is still Corki. As they hold on to the aggro of this Baron. Henna throwing feathers in now. This poke damage is what Fred Brion's composition does rely on a lot of the time. Solar Flare is going to get avoided by Lava as he Valkyries his way out. And Damwon Kia are going to back away from the Baron. So Fred Brion, they do get what they wanted. Not going to win any fights just yet. Just get a bit of a tempo advantage around this mid lane.
Yeah.
As Henna slowed down, Kellen finding the flank here as Canyon goes in, then jumps all the way back out. Showmaker now trying to get to the back line. Immediately he's going to get locked down. Great quickness, but Delight is going to fall down. They get Showmaker, but once again, can they win the follow-up fight? And the answer, especially said by Dr. is going to be absolutely not.
Nope, definitely not at that point. And that's why you see them struggle as Lava's going to come over here. They're going to maybe look for a steal.
Yeah, he's got a package. But there is an Akali waiting around here, as Lava is going to do so much damage, it's absurd. Solar Flare connects as well, as the Baron is down to about 1,000 health. The Force Bomb comes in, but Canyon is going to be able to find the smite. Package delivered to Bertle. He's in the cage, doesn't have anywhere to run, and he is going to deny Umpty an assist as he does fall down. But, however, they can hold their heads high. They killed Showmaker multiple times in these fights. They're looking to try and do it again. Heartbreaker goes forward, Umpty just immediately explodes. Dr. there with the follow-up. Delight has to get out of there as Bertle dives in and then looks really cool.
This is the worst place for Lava to be. He's like firing rockets blind. He's about to run out.
Yeah, Showmaker gonna get tagged by one of them. Wasn't a big one. Does have one lined up now as Solar Flare is immediately gonna get cleansed, but Henna can't cleanse a whole host of damage. The culling comes down and he has to flash, but Delight not gonna be so lucky.
She basically is at this point. She's hitting them more consistently than Lava's hitting his. The Showmaker is found.
Yeah, and Delight actually going to flash on top of the Zeri. She takes a fair bit of damage, but does get to relative safety. The ulti comes through, and now Dr. creates enough space. Bertle is going to lock down the kill on the Viego, and now, with everything invested, trying to kill the Zeri, that didn't work. It's going to be game over here for Fred Prion. Damwon Kia execute their more early-focused composition so beautifully around the Akali, around the Zeri, and now they'll move to 1-0 in this best of 5. I don't think Fred Prion are going to leave Zeri up again.
I do not think so. I do not think so, and I think some of the ways they banned on red side were a little bit suspect considering how strong Zeri is. Maybe they didn't expect to see Dr. pick it up in first position, but Damwon Kiev drafted around it so well.
And as you saw, Showmaker died at the beginning of the majority of those fights, and still did only 300 less damage than Dr.
Yeah, he was quite integral to the game and to the game plan. And this Lucian pick, as risky as it was, worked out so beautifully because he played it so well.
Thinking about going back to an old favorite, the Camille, is how Harmalife Esports made it to Worlds last year. Yeah. It was Morgan's Camille being so incredibly consistent.
I was going to mention that, you know, considering the Akali into the Camille, you like that one a lot more. She's a lot more survivable under turret than the Jace is going to be.
Sticking to something that he was very strong at, but now he has to deal with the Camille. It's definitely a large one.
Okay, here's the first dive towards bottom side.
Yeah, trying to capitalize here as Umpty and Lava, both of them going to move on in the flash. Wastes absolutely no time, does Umpty, as it is going to be first blood going over to the Aphelios. It's exactly what Bro needed as Kellen flashes on top of Lava, gets his flash out, and that is actually great. You'll trade flash and ignite for a flash on the mid lane, and there's a possible avenue now
and
for someone to attack.
Recovering very nicely. And now level 6 is hit for Canyon here.
Yeah.
This is where the sparks can really start flying.
Well, speaking of flying, in comes the Nocturne, and that is a Mega Inferno Bomb to death.
From Canyon, all at once. Watch Canyon's perspective on this. He waits for the engage.
Yeah, like exactly the right range.
Hex Flash, boom. Everything is completely timed out. But they still keeping the objectives in their hands. Now the Rift Herald to be dropped.
Yeah, well, 3 members here from Damwon Kia. Wanting to try and lock this one down. They may actually just kill Shelly as the hook is going to connect, and it's going to be the Nocturne falling down. So they trade Shelly for the jungler of Damwon Kia.
He will eventually be able to catch some of these as the turret goes down, but this means Henna is guaranteed basically all of these plates. Uses his ultimate to get some of those minions.
Yep. The Cannon is going to be there as we're fighting over a blue buff as well. Paranoia as Canyon just comes back. It is going to be the blue buff secured by Canyon, but can they find a kill as well? And absolutely they can. The Volley Bear is going to fall down. Delight doesn't find the hook that he's looking for, and now he's out of this one. Hextech Ultimatum comes in. There's the Realm Warp as well as Showmaker dives on top of yet another kill. He will fall down this time, but that is not before doing considerable damage to Fred Prion. That is 4 dead in this fight. Damwon Kia with a huge win.
Yeah, Damwon Kia just took the free delivery that was given to them in this fight. As Fred Prion were in a position to potentially dive Duck Dom. His ult went down, And then, right.
Yeah.
Good satchel.
It's a nice little satchel as now Kellen rotating over. Bertel as well is on a ward. As Fred at Brion all grouped up as 5. Remember, they don't have that turret in the mid lane. Paranoia comes down. Lava is just absolutely destroyed. As the backflip was there, the shuriken landed, but Bertel just going to get himself out of the way. And the pick,
1-1 and 6.
Here are our teleports. These are what these control wards were for. It's to kill Showmaker again, guys, of course. Delight's going to move on up, looking for the hook now. It is going to be depth charge down, but it's a decent spell shield from Canyon. He'll still die as Showmaker has to flash, and Morgan will get the prize that Fred Brion so desperately won as he sacrifices himself to get on top of Doctarm. Lava grabs that kill as well as he's tanky enough to tank up the turret.
Machine gunning, but it's not doing damage, unfortunately, at this stage of the game. At any stage of the game, he just isn't going to be doing that. Not Old Rise here we're watching.
Yeah, the combo is up. Fred Brion have to be very, very careful as Morgan on a flank right now. Lava gets shuriken. He should be all right. Bouncing bombs not quite connecting. And here's the paranoia. There's the solar flare into the backline. Henna is alive for the moment, but not for very long as he just gets wiped out. The perfect execution, just beautiful. There from Bertel as well. It's a triple kill for Doctarm, and I think it's about time Fred Brion started thinking about game 3.
Yep, this game is over, Atlas. So this was just once again.
Yep.
Just
There's a lot of vision, and that is going to be the flanking teleport coming through here. Paranoia comes down immediately, though, as Darmonkier decides to start the fight before Morgan can even get here. Lava takes a lot of damage, gets underneath his turret, but has to flash, as it's a flash forward. Bertel taking a lot of damage. Henna now potentially unlocked as Morgan gets to the back line, but he'll just pop. Oh no! He manages to get into his stopwatch, but the Ziggs, the follow-up damage, the double kill already, as Umpty is down extraordinarily low, but he's not going to be able to commit to this fight anymore. Henna is still up and does have his Bloodthirst to complete as Showmaker. Yeah, he's just going to put the teddy bear back in the toy box. And Fred Brion look for the Realm Warp play, but Showmaker's already out of there.
Yeah, he's already out of there. There's no follow-up here, unfortunately. Serpent's Fang's up now, too. I mean, this is so rough.
Yeah, Paranoia comes in. That's an immediate cleanse there from Henna, who's trying to get himself towards that backside, but Lava is left out to dry. Morgan now does find Bertel towards the back line, but he's just going to backflip away. The Rise is going to get taken down as Doctarm is going to immediately flash, and Morgan just explodes. That flash was amazing from the Ziggs. It's going to be a double kill now for the Jace as well, as Delight will be taken down, and now Tanner versus the world. Red, white, don't fight, but oh my god, he's actually able to stay alive for so long, but the fear comes in, and that is the ace, and that may just be the game as they march up the mid lane. But now he's able to stand his own as the Paranoia comes through. Mega Inferno Bomb comes in. DDR being played here by Henna towards that back line as Bertel goes golden. Canyon now standing in front of Delight, and Delight just disappears after he goes golden. These Nexus turrets not long for the world because they just do so much damage to them. It's obscene. Henna ran out of any of his self-heal options, and now it's just Morgan on this bottom side. Umpty fighting against Doctarm, who's got his Zhonya's himself and a whole team of minions, and is able to satchel charge his way out. Takes down the Volley Bear as well, as Lava has to watch as his Nexus goes down. Game 2. Oh, well, we can't let these certain picks through. We can't allow this team to play this style. If they manage to counter it effectively in the third game, then maybe they have the right amount of tools. But right now, it's looking like Darmonkier are just the better team here today.
And now when the engage comes through, be it from a Rakan, a Camille, or a Viego, and Twisted Fate obviously is not, you know, he's engaged and come through, but when those other engage tools come through, you can actually crescent guard them.
There's a few things that Fred Brion can lean on, but we'll have to see whether they can weather the storm. Definitely not been doing the best. Let's see whether Doctarm is going to have a better time. Back to come through here for Bertel as he shoved that wave in. And now we're looking for a bit of a dive. In goes Delight now, but the Grand Entrance is going to be there to answer. Absolutely fantastically done, but they're still going to be able to lock down the kill. Bertel picking up the return, though, as the jungler is going to fall down, as now Delight is trying to execute himself, or at least go for a potential back. I think that might be greedy, as yes, he does definitely need to execute, as Kellen flashes to get the kill, and that's 300 gold for a flash. I guess he'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, he'll definitely take it, but the side of Darmonkier,
no, you'd be very happy with that one. Of course, Doctarm not actually able to get any sort of assist on that one, and now also not going to have his life for the next little while as Kellen's trying to get over here. Delight once again taking some turret damage from the inner turret on the bottom side, but this time he's able to walk away, and Fred they double down, and they will... Well, there's a flash forward from Canyon. Henna taking a lot of damage. The Featherstorm comes down. Decent Blade Caller is going to snare up Canyon, but the Destiny will come in, and the Destiny for Henna is Death Chamber.
Yeah, look at his flash cooldown. He's so close to having that one back up, but it's not ready yet, and timing for this works out so perfectly for Showmaker. Really nice engage there.
Docdom, like a chance to hit his Super Mega Death Rocket, and then he's like, all right, well, I guess I'll just come in and secure this.
Yeah.
That one's going to land, and Bertel is just going to pick up the kill onto Morgan pretty comfortably all over the place. Is Henna not going to be able to take down this tower, and then he's going to get flashed on. He does have his Featherstorm, but when do you use it, and does it keep you alive? And the answer is now, and it will. Blade Caller comes through here, but we're waiting for a hook shot from Bertel, and Henna is just dead. No answer whatsoever.
And that's why, you know, he backed off, because he was like, oh, I think I'm going to die if I actually agreed for this turret.
What?
And I mean, like, second crash going to come through here.
Yeah.
This is just ultimate control of the map. On Summoner's Rift belongs to Damwon Kia.
Well, Canyon's going to find Umpty here as well as Wind becomes Lightning, but Umpty might become dead as he is going to throw out the Crescent Guard. Good knock-up, and that is going to mean that the Viego locks down that kill. Now the resets come in as he gets to be whichever champion he would like to be. Decent package there as well for Lava, though, as they lock down the Twisted Fate. Morgan, very, very low, but Canyon's taking matters into his own hands. That's a triple kill already. 4 dead on the side of Fred and there is nothing Henna can do about this one whatsoever.
Nothing he can do, nothing anyone can do, and I think Fred have lost control of their like mentality and their morale in the series now. Oh no.
Yeah, Damwon, they are going to find Morgan once again, and yeah, not a whole lot of options. As Canyon is going to turn into Morgan. And now look to use some Gragasness to get around the rest of this map. And Fred are just desperately trying to hold on. But Damwon Kia just have way too many tools. Decent Solar Flare there as they're going to try and dive in on top, but it's a great stun onto Umpty. Immediately he's going to go down. Canyon locks up that kill. That big one did a lot of damage. The multiple members of Damwon Kia, but Fred have no follow-up. They're just so far behind. 6,000 gold is a huge margin here at 17.5 minutes.
Yeah. And it's a margin that you're not expecting to find yourself in if you're trying to run this quirky comp. If you're trying to actually play out to, you know, the late game, but then just lapses in judgment like we've seen from Morgan this game, like we've seen from Delight this game, have really cost Fred so much. Like, you could fall a little bit behind and then you could recover, but you can't fall this far behind, then get caught out in the jungle repeatedly where you have no vision, make overextensions, you know, like this. These are the moments where Damwon Kia just start to lock you out of the game because you're greedy, because you're like, oh, I just want to farm, I just want to wait till the late game, and Bertel says, no, I will punish you. I think we can all agree that the performance we saw from Fred in Game 1 and the performances here now are not the same.
Morgan, yeah, he's going to have to throw out another ultimate, but this time it's going to go back to Narnia. Narnia full of barrels right now, as it turns out, as Docdom looks for the ulti, and he'll find it, as Canyon is a benevolent jungler. Gives away the kill to his Jinx.
Close. Oh, no.
Umpty's back's going to get stopped here as Showmaker wanting to lock in the gold card, and he will do so. Decent play around some Fog of War here as he's going to get slowed down. The Ignite comes in here, and Umpty, yeah, he doesn't have the Crescent Guard for that long, but the nerf doesn't even mean anything because he was already way overextended.
They're going to teleport for it.
Yep, Kellen wrapping around here. He has the quickness available. Lava tries to get in, and it is going to be Canyon locking this one down. Delight is so low. But Kellen as well. I mean, Lava does a lot of damage here as that rocket does get out the grand exit. And now Bertel diving on in. Docdom's going to lock down that kill. He gets excited now as Henna. Don't know about that positioning as Damwon Kia just rolling over the top of Fred The Lord will be taken down as well as Umpty unable to get into this fight whatsoever.
The waves crash through.
Oh, God.
Fred are, yeah.
That's a large Camille.
And it's even the funny part of this too is Lava's 150 gold behind or ahead, excuse me, but he's not going to be relevant because the rest of his team can't support him.
Yeah, Grand Entrance is going to land onto the Leona. Kellen, of course, has the best item in the game as Umpty is going to push him over the wall. Kellen says thanks. And Umpty now going to run out. That is going to be a hookshot death. Picked up here for Bertel, and now Fred with only 4 members underneath this turret. Delight very, very low as well. There's the flash forward Canyon. Immediately Heartbreakers to get himself back out again. As the Rakan is going to die, the Blade Caller did do a fair bit of damage there, but the Nexus turrets are going to suffer the same fate. Morgan trying desperately to help the rest of his team, but Henna is just going to die. The package was delivered, but the Corki is going to get sent back to the shop, and the Nexus is now going to get taken down. Damwon Kia, I wanted to avoid saying this, but it's a statement match in the first playoff here. Damwon Kia are here to win the playoffs, and they have started off strong. They were so far ahead. 26 minutes, more like 27 minutes, I guess, and the gold graph certainly getting to pretty ridiculous levels extraordinarily quickly.
I think we had an evolution, Atlas, of Birdall throughout this series as well. Like, he started off a little bit shaky in the first game. Second game, much better. Third game, he dominated. Might even pick up POG here.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jisun for the interview translation, joined by Deokdam Birdall from Damwon Kia after a 3-0 victory over Frederick Brion. How do you feel, Deokdam? Yeah, first off, I'm happy that we advanced to the second round, and I want to win the second round as well. What about you, Birdall? I think all 5 players played so well, so it feels great. So I really want to ask this question. The last match of the second round robin, or the regular split as a whole, was you guys, Damwon Kia versus Frederick Brion, and it was a 2-0 shutout from Frederick Brion. So what did you focus on in order to turn the table around this time around? I personally think that I was less desperate at the end of the regular split, so I kind of focused on my mindset. What about you, Birdall? In the previous Bro series, at the end of the regular split, we had a lot of mistakes, so I tried to kind of get rid of those bad plays. And after that feedback, you guys were able to claim a 3-0 victory. So what was the key point that led Damwon Kia to victory in this best of 5s? Draft and my brothers played so well this time around. What about you, though? You are the POG in the series. I mean, I was in a really good spot to actually play Camille, so the draft was really good. And then he also mentioned that Damwon Kia prepared a lot of strategy for this series, and we did kind of figure out that was really the case because we had Zigspot, J Smith. So could you kind of tell us about the process of this preparation? We didn't really had a lot of experiments, but it looked good, so we wanted to give it a go. Well, sometimes it was actually a spur of the moment kind of a picks. Speaking of picks, I have a question about your thought on Frederick Brion's decision, because they kind of focus on Corki on the red side. Yeah, that was what we kind of expected. Then in game 2, Jace was locked down very early on, and then it was rotated to mid lane for Showmaker. So what kind of communication happened throughout the pick and ban? Showmaker has a very deep champion pool, He can play whatever champion we pick. So we were having a talk about, rotation on the top or on the mid and stuff like that. And heading into the game, in both game 1 and 2, they actually went in for a very early bot lane turret dive, and you guys were so good at actually countering that play and absorbing the pressure. So, Deokdam, what did you feel like playing against those kind of a bot-focused play? I didn't see that coming, to be honest. So I kind of just reacted to the given situation. Did you feel that was a bit risky? Was that too big of a pressure for you? I mean, as soon as I can hit level 3, it was not that big of a deal. And I'm curious to find out what this series means to you, because Deokdam, especially you won POG back-to-back in this best of 5 series. I think this is the reward of me losing all the POGs in the regular split. What about you, Birdall? Well, this is my first or second best of 5, and this is gonna be a great experience for me, so it feels great. In playoffs, POG might mean something more compared to regular split POG, Bertle and Tokdam. And Bertle, I heard that you don't like your nickname Bitdor, but you like the 벽돌 one and 짱돌 one, the cute ones. I mean, yeah, 벽돌, the brick wall one, is the best so far. I want to say thank you to the fans. What about Bitdor? It means like the light itself. Do you hate it? And that was the answer from Bertle. Just aw. Let's move on. 덕담. Game 3, you played Jinx, a champion that was on an 11-game losing streak. These days, this pick was neither picked nor banned so far. I don't think Jinx is bad right now. As long as you can play her in the right kind of situation, she's still very powerful. And you will play against either T1 or Genji in the second round of playoffs. Which one do you prefer? I want to play against Genji. Why is that? Because I've got just like swept by Peanut back-to-back this split, so I want my revenge. What about you, Bertle? Which one do you prefer? Who do you want to meet the most, T1 or Genji? They both are really strong, so I think we really have to prepare hard, whoever we're going to face against. And lastly, what is your resolution for this playoffs? Whether it's going to be T1 or Genji, they're going to be a very strong opponent, so we're going to do our best in order to get another victory. And this will be the end of the interview from Tokdam Bertle. Back to the carpet space. Thank you.